also, and we're going to kick the Zoom off right now. And I appreciate everyone for joining us this evening. This is Brian Heflin zooming in from Puerto Rico. We have Lori, and Lori, you're in Iowa, correct?
I am in Iowa.
All right, Lori's here with us also in Iowa, and I see everyone that's zoomed in this evening from all across the United States. I would like to welcome everyone to our Mindset Monday and Business Building Tip Zoom. And I missed everyone last week. You know, it was odd that we had that long 4th of July holiday, and we normally come together every Monday, and it seemed like it's been such a long time because we didn't have it Monday because the 4th of July fell on Tuesday. But I hope everyone had an amazing holiday. I missed you all. I couldn't wait to be here this evening and showcase Lori Regenwether, and so she could share with you what she's doing in her business. And I would say, my mentor shared with me many years ago, massive action solves all problems. And Lori has taken massive action in her business, and she's out there solving a lot of problems and adding solutions to people's lives with our amazing products here at the Happy Co. And again, I want to congratulate everyone for this Saturday and Sunday, our Summer of Success event. My chat has been blowing up today with my messengers, everyone sharing that it was such an incredible event, that our corporate JT Taylor and our amazing trainers, Melissa Prideaux, Candy McCaffey, Carrie Cotis, and Courtney Hatley did an amazing job with their trainings. And so many people shared with me that I have so much clarity leaving that event. I know exactly what I need to do, and I'm going to implement what they shared with me. So if you were at Saturday's event, our Summer of Success, and if you received value from it, let me see a 5 in the chats, ladies and gentlemen, and give them some love. They're all here on the Zoom this evening, all of our amazing trainers. Give them some love. Wasn't that an amazing event? And ladies and gentlemen, I see 5, hearts. It was such an amazing event. And again, I want to thank you again, all of our incredible leaders here, our field advisory board. I know Tiffany was there. I'm supporting her team. She flew from Ohio to Florida to also be with Erica Jordan. Erica Jordan won the amazing trip. I know she was still there hanging out in Florida today by the pool. And again, congratulations, Erica, Erica shared with me. She said, beginning of the month, last month, she says, Brian, I'm taking my business to the next level. And it's when you share that with your upline, you're committing yourself, because it's easy to say I'm taking my business to the next level and only say that to ourselves. But when you share that with your upline, you're basically committing yourself. And I want to congratulate Erica. Give her some love in the chats, ladies and gentlemen. She is definitely following through on her commitment for herself and for her family. And she's definitely has taken her business to another level. And I know she's not done yet. And last announcement, our convention, we're 50% sold out. So I want to let everyone know, Saturday, October 7th in Plano, Texas. And it's not plain old Texas, it's Plano, Texas, okay? If you are planning on being at our convention, give me a 7 in the chats. And I want all the leaders to see who's putting the 7s in the chats now. They can screenshot this because we see who's committing to be there. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you want to get your tickets. The early bird special is still on, $149. You definitely want to be there. Again, from our last convention, we've had many leaders that have came out of that convention with clarity, with focus, with energy, and they've taken their business to another level. And my mentor shared with me many years ago, he says, Brian, the reason why you want to be at this event, because until you get the business inside of you, your business isn't going to grow. Until you get the business inside of yourself, your business isn't going to grow. And being around in a collective, a core group of leaders and individuals that are committed to their businesses, that will help you, because that's time for you to connect with them, have conversations, find out what they're doing. And again, it's just the energy at these events that can also propel your business and take your business to the next level. So what I'd like to do now, before I introduce our special guest, I want to shout out everyone that's doing an amazing job this month. And I want to start with customers. And, you know, I know this is because of filling the pipeline, and filling the pipeline means you just have many conversations going on all the time, because people become customers sometimes a week later, a month later, sometimes 2 months later. So you may have had a discussion with someone 2 months ago, and this month they become a customer. But if you're continually having those conversations, your pipeline is full and people will continually become customers. And one person that is leading the leaderboard this month that does that in the top three, I know they're doing this, as Jessica Strickland is #1, and they're all within a customer from being a #1 here. Okay, so this is tight again this month. And then we have Donna Starkey. We have Lori Regenwether. Okay, she's here. We have the amazing Carrie Cotis. We have Darlene Moore. We have Stacy Brown. We have the amazing Angela Duncan, and we have Team Elevated. And ladies and gentlemen, give them some love in the chats. And what I'm saying, from the top three, we have 2/3 of the month left. And the top three have already almost completed triple cap. So what can we say about that? Almost triple cap, and we still have 2/3 of the month remaining. So again, give them the love in the chats, ladies and gentlemen. And next, I'd like to shout out all of you who are building your business and attracting new brand partners. And #1 is Melissa Perdoe, leading the leaderboard this month so far. We have #2, Cheryl Ober. We have #3, Stacy Mayo. We have Leah Nix. Congratulations. We have Jennifer Boyce. We have Sonia Daniels. We have, again, Jessica Donlin. We have Diane Ackerman. We have Mary Hokamola. And slap me if I'm wrong. Homoka, okay? And then we have Amber Timpton, okay, ladies and gentlemen. So again, ladies and gentlemen, give them some love in the chats for those individuals. And again, Melissa Perdoe, leading by example. You know, it's when you have a large team and you're training and developing your team to do your DMO, as she did so well training on this past Saturday, your DMO and your IPAs. It's different to be training someone to do these things each and every week, but when you're on the leaderboard yourself doing it, you're then leading by example. So again, give her some love and give her the love in the chats. Melissa Perdoe, appreciate you. And again, appreciate you for always leading by example. And now what I'd like to do is introduce our amazing guest, Lori. Lori is amazing. And what I love about Lori's story is, let me share, and she's going to share her story with you this evening, but Lori was with us previously. And Lori built a substantial business. You know, Lori was a platinum, doing over $20,000 a month in volume. You know, ladies and gentlemen, that's over $250,000 a year worth of business. And Lori left us, but what I respect about Lori, when she left with class. And then Lori came back, and she's back. And Lori didn't just come back, but she said, I'm back. You know, she's like kicked open the doors and said, I'm back. And she's come back, and she's been on the leaderboard since she's been back in less than 2 months. I know in her first 10 days, Lori hit star. And I know we have 2/3 of the month remaining, and Lori is already knocking on the door of bronze. And what's important about this, and what's shown me so much about Lori's character, ladies and gentlemen, is that Lori said, I'm back. And most people would say, well, I'm back, but, you know, I want to start at bronze. And Lori says, no way. And Lori, you know, what's so wonderful about her and why she's succeeding is because she's so humble. And I want her to share. Lori, do you mind just sharing with everyone first what you shared with me today? I know you live in a big city, Lori, right? and you have so many people around you, and that's why you're doing such a. So Lori, do you mind just sharing with everyone? I'm so happy to share this Zoom with you this evening, and do you mind just sharing with everyone where you're from and a little bit about your background, please?
Sure, I will. Thank you, Brian, so much for that introduction. That was wonderful. Hi, everybody. I'm Lori Regenwether, and I am a very grateful member of the Happy Co. Brian's right. I started with this company actually from the grassroots when it first started up, when it was under the name of a different company. And how the story went was my friend Brenda Goff, who she was my neighbor about 10 years prior to that. And Brenda had found this company and had been posting on her Facebook site how wonderful this was working and all these things. And so I watched Brenda for about 6 months. And finally, after about 6 months, I reached out to her and I said, Brenda, hey, it's Lori. We haven't seen each other for like 4 years, or whatever. And I said, so what's the deal? So what are you actually doing here? And she messaged me and she's like, Lori, this is incredible. She goes, I'm using these products and there's so many benefits and you should try it. And I thought, nah, I'm good. I've tried literally everything possible under the sun that there is, everything. And I thought, nah, that's okay. So then after a few more months, I watched her a little bit more and then I messaged her again. I said, all right. I said, you know what? I'm just going to try it. And so she sent me her link and I ordered Happy Coffee and Happy Caps. And that was my first order. And as soon as I got it, I remember I started taking it on a Thursday morning before school. And I didn't feel anything Thursday. I didn't feel anything Friday. I didn't feel anything Saturday. And on Sunday, about 3:00 in the afternoon, I was sitting on my couch and all of a sudden I just sat there and I thought, I feel incredible. It was a feeling that I had never felt before. It really was. And I was feeling great and my mood was elevated and I felt good and I hadn't eaten hardly anything during the day. And I thought, you know what? And I messaged her. I said, hey, this is actually working and I feel incredible and I want in. I want to be able to share this with people. And she messaged me and she's like, oh my God, that's incredible. And so she brought me on her team. So then I was on her team and it was a very good team for a couple of years, 2.5 years maybe. And then some things changed in the company and I ended up following my team at the time somewhere else. And that did not work out. It was not the same products. And unfortunately, some people are in this business just to make money. And that's not me. I mean, money's great and money's my motivator. And I love being able to help my family and help my friends and things like that. But helping people with these products literally is my number one goal. They help me. I 100% believe in them. And I think people can tell that as I'm sharing with them in their homes and on the phone and on Messenger and at school and things like that. But just a little bit about me. I am Brian was right. No, I'm not from a very big town. I actually live in Iowa. I don't know how much you know about Iowa, but I literally live in the middle of a cornfield. And if I can sell these products or share these products with other people from in the middle of a cornfield in Iowa and do very well at it, literally anyone can do this. I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for 30 years. I teach high school kids. I teach special needs kids. I also teach driver's ed. Pray for me. And I also am in charge of a work-based learning program for special needs kids. So I don't have a lot of time. So when people say, I don't have any time to do this, I'm one of the people that I literally fill my day every single minute with something. And so what I do literally anytime I was literally sitting down the road today, getting ready to deliver a sample to a friend of mine 2.5 miles down the gravel road. And there was a train. And so I'm sitting here waiting for the train. I'm looking down as far as I can. I can't see it. I thought this is a great time. So I get on my phone, I'm messaging people. So I sat there for about 4.5 minutes, see the end coming and my messages, take off, go deliver my sample, and had the most wonderful conversation with a man that I know and is struggling very much with depression and pain and anxiety and weight loss. And so we had a great conversation and he opened up to me. I guess one of the coolest things that I feel with this is I get to talk to people. I'm a talker anyway. I can talk to anybody. It's in my blood. But this is different. This is personal. This is very personal with people, and people need to trust you. You have to be trustworthy with people. When people tell you things about their life, what they're looking for, what their goals are, I ask questions. I want to know everything if possible. I want them to be able to share with me as much as they're comfortable with. And the teacher in me, I'm very extremely organized. I have a spreadsheet for every single person that I've ever had a conversation with. I have a spreadsheet for people who like my posts, who have never commented on my posts. I have a spreadsheet for that. I literally know every single person that's ever had a contact with me about this. I have their name. I have the date that I talked to them. This is the OCD maybe coming out of me. I have the name, the date, and then after we message, then I put down on different columns, I may put down looking for weight loss, looking for mood enhancement, looking struggles with depression and anxiety, weight loss, pain. I mean, you name it. I keep and I tell people, share what you're comfortable with me. Share what you're comfortable enough to share with me. I will not tell. I would take it to my grave. No one will ever see that sheet. But I keep that. And as soon as they get their product, I mark the day that they get it. I mark the day that they start, because people don't start the day that they get it. Sometimes they wait a week or so. And I'm like, what are you waiting for? Let's start right now. And so the day that they start, then I mark that down. And then every single week, usually Saturday morning, I check in. I just shoot them a message. Hey, how it's going? Do we need to tweak something? What's your progress on this? How's it going with this? Because nothing's perfect. These are human bodies we're dealing with. And so everybody's body is going to react differently to what we're putting in it. So it's not just our products. I also help people with choices with eating, getting lots of water. Optimal water intake for us is half of our body weight. I have some people that are very, very large. And you know what? Water's difficult for some people. And but it doesn't have to be just water. It can be so many different things. But I guess what works best for me is nobody is going to outwork my customer service. That's what I'm most proud of in myself, is my customer service. I'm in constant contact with people, not too much to be annoying, but just enough to let them know that I'm here for them. Like I said, every single person knows that I'm keeping tabs on them. And sometimes they'll say, oh, great, you're going to hold me accountable. Yes, I am, because I'm holding me accountable, because I use these products every day and I 100% believe in them. And that's one of the things that brought me back here. When I left, I stopped taking these products and pandemic hit, and some of us gained a little weight, me included. And I gained more weight than I've ever gained in my life. I gained 30 pounds ever since that stupid pandemic. And so I thought, you know what? I remember when my friend Brenda brought me into this company a long, long time ago. It's the only thing that's ever worked for me in my entire life. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to give that a shot again. So I came back. And thing is, when I came back, my entire team was gone. Every single person had left and moved on. Sometimes I looked on Facebook and they've moved on to 4 or 5 different companies. So you know what? I'm glad I'm not with that team anymore. So when I came back, I didn't know where to go. So I called the company and I said, hey, I'm back. I need a great team. I want the best. You need to put me on the best team. And they gave me Brian. And they said, hey, Brian's your person. And so I sent Brian an email and I said, hey, this is who I am. And I want to be on your team. And so he got back to me. And then Brian and I had a conversation and he said, hey, I'm good at putting people with people. And so Brian hooked me up with Erica and Tiffany, and good move, because Erica and Tiffany are incredible. And I am so grateful to you for hooking us ladies up, because I couldn't ask for anybody more exceptional than those two ladies. So Brian was wrong in one thing. I have not been here for 2 months. Haven't been here for 1 month. I've been here for about 3.5 weeks. And so about a month. But yeah, I did hit star, the first month. And then my goal is, yeah, I'm pretty sure, I hope I'm going to be making bronze. But you know what, that really isn't, honestly, I don't want a pat on the back. I don't need a medal. I just want to help people. I mean, I'm honest. I'm very honest about that. I just want to help people, but I share it everywhere. I'm a teacher. I share it with every teacher I know. I know a lot of people in this little tiny town, and I literally share it with everyone. Literally just before this Zoom got on, I had 2 people message me. One person I don't even know, from another little cornfield about 30 miles away, and messaged me and said, "Hey, shoot me a message. I just saw your post." I have no idea who this woman was. So I looked, and we're friends on Facebook. So what I'll do now before I do too much is I'm going to go to her site and look and see how we're connected, because somewhere in there we've been connected. And then get with her. And then another man that I'm friends with, who I haven't talked to in a long time, has been watching my posts for about a month. And he's like, "Lori, hey, call me, send me a message." And so anyway, he's actually, then he said, "Hey, call me right now." So I said, "You know what? I'm going to be on a Zoom call here in about 5 minutes. I'll give you a call when I'm done." But so I don't know. I work really hard, but this isn't work to me. It truly isn't. This is so much fun. This is so much fun to me. I don't consider it work. I live on a farm. I have a petting zoo. Chores are not work to me. Chores are fun for me. Feeding my animals are fun for me, and this is fun for me. I don't consider it work at all. So I guess my strongest suggestion for people is be the best in customer service as you can be. Just be over the top in your customer service. Why wouldn't you be? Be happy about it. Always be positive. People are always watching. Like Brian said, not just your Facebook posts. People are always watching you in your community. People are watching me at work. People are watching me. I went to lunch today in my little town, and people are watching me. People are watching the way I interact with others and smiling at people and opening doors. It's the little things that we do for people. It's not just sharing these products. It's everything that you do for people, and people notice that. So I'm the one that's responsible for my business, not Erica or Tiffany or Brian or anybody else. I'm the one that's responsible for my growth. I have to put the work in. My team, Brian, Tiffany, Erica, everybody on my team, they're there to support me. I felt so bad those first 2 weeks. I kept shooting Erica messages, asking questions, and she was just boom, 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 helping me right now. I mean, with everything. And then she got to go down to Florida and have some fun. I didn't want to bother her, so I messaged Brian, and he's like, "I'll find out." And so it's just what we do, we just help each other, whether it's on a chat or on a call, or if I've got a question about a customer or something, we literally just help each other. So I just love it. It's not work to me. I truly love sharing these products.
Wow, well, give her some love, ladies and gentlemen. Give her some love in the chat. You can tell, I know why you're succeeding, Lori, because you truly care about people. And you shared something with me, and I've had a couple of conversations in the last few days with a few leaders. And when I got started in this business, I just did things that other people weren't willing to do when I got started. And you shared something with me. You said, how are you getting, because this is so important. You've been on top of the leaderboard now for the last couple of months. You hit star in your first 10 days. And now I know this month you're going to hit bronze. But are you just on social media? Or are you actually, what are you doing? And because this is so important, and I'd love for everyone to hear this. you're not going to people's homes, are you, and mixing up this product and having it with them, are you? You're not doing any of that, are you?
Actually, I am. So, actually I am. So what I've been doing, I try to keep a little bit of every product on hand. And I make my samples and I put them all together and I carry my bag with me everywhere I go, no matter where I go. I go to the grocery store, I go to Walmart, I go wherever I go, it's always with me. So, yeah, actually, I'm messaging people and let's see, of all of my 90%, I would say 90% of the sales that I've gotten so far are not just from messaging and using social media, but from going to people's homes. And so actually one lady, and I think this is what I shared with Brian before, the one lady, when I was with this company 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was, and even now she's been commenting on my posts. Oh, I want to try that. Oh, that sounds great. Oh, I'm going to order that from you. I mean, just on it, just always right there, and never ever pulled the trigger. And other than social media, I never followed up with her. Well, I decided to change things up and I messaged her and I said, hey, shoot me your address. I'm in Clinton, which is 6 miles away from me. I'm running to the groomer. I'm going to stop by and just say hi. And I've got some samples with me. If you haven't had your coffee yet, hey, let me run by. I have some with me. Shot me her address. I pull up, I go in, and we had a wonderful conversation. And come to find out, the reason she hadn't been able to order was because she didn't want to ask for help on how to work her phone or her computer. She didn't know how. She didn't know how to make an account. She didn't know how to place an order. And so we sat down at the kitchen table. I made her a, I don't remember what product I did, coffee. I made her a happy coffee and made her that. And then we sat down on her phone. I showed her how to work it. I made her a, what's the cart, happy cart with anyway, I made her a cart so she can get her my $10 off the first time. And so I did that for her. And so she got her product yesterday. And this was last week. And I told her, I said, hey, when your product comes in, shoot me a message, even though I can track it. I know when it's getting there. But shoot me a message. And then I'm going to come over to your house again. We're going to go for a walk. We're going to go grab lunch at the cafe. We're going to talk about how this product's going to work for you. And then, so I just keep up with that. I stopped at a man's house today, like I said, waiting for the train. Stopped over at his house, had a great conversation. He never would have told me the things that he told me on a chat. He never would have told me about his depression. He never would have told me about his anxiety. He never would have told me about going to the hospital today and getting some bad news. He never would have told me that on a chat. So I went to his house and we had a conversation. Another lady, 11 miles away from me in the cornfield, stopped at her house. I've never met this woman in my life. And she's been watching me on social media. I went to her house and I sat down and brought my bag and her kids are watching TV. And I said, all right, which one would you like to try? Because we had the bundle special going for the holiday. And I said, which one would you like to try? And I made her one. And then I helped her order her computer. Same that day, I went to 3 people's houses and all 3 ordered from their computer that I personally helped them do it. I think that's a fear for a lot of people. And maybe we don't realize that. That's a fear for a lot of people. Some people don't know how to order correctly. Maybe, some people tell me I've had my credit card's been stolen in the past. My debit card's been hacked. I'm not going to order anything online. I don't do Amazon, stuff like that. They're scared of some digital things. And so some people truly have fear. So I sat down, we had a conversation, did it for them, and off we go.
Well, Lori, you're amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, give her some love in the chat, please. And Lori, I appreciate you for being here. And I can see why you're succeeding, because you truly care. And, when I heard your story, some people say, what do I do? How do I build this business? You do whatever it takes. You could say, I don't have anyone around me. because many people can fall on that, back on that and say, I don't have anyone around me, so I can't do this business. I live in Iowa, I live in the cornfields, and I don't have many people around me. But what's great about that, and you know what reminded me of myself when I got started? At that time, I'm aging myself because I'm over 60 years of age. We had videos. And my mentor would always say, Brian, get the information in front of people. So I would schedule appointments and I would go over to people's homes. I would pop the video in with them. And I was able to build a tremendous business because I made the appointment and I put the information in front of them, just like you're doing with the products. You're putting it in their bodies. You're making sure that they're experiencing it. You're not sending them a sample and they're putting it on the refrigerator for 2 weeks or a month or something, which we know many people do. You're actually going over, mixing it up. And, you know, my mentor taught me, Brian, if you want to succeed, don't be too cool. Because you may hear some people say, I'm not willing to do that. Well, then are you really committed to helping people? And are you committed to helping people and succeeding in this business? So, ladies and gentlemen, Tammy says you don't look a day over 40. Thank you, Tammy. I love you. But ladies and gentlemen, give Lori some love in the chats. And Lori, I appreciate you for being here with us this evening and sharing your story. And give her the love, ladies and gentlemen, because what she just dropped upon everyone are just nuggets. This is how you succeed in this business. You hear it all the time, caring and loving on other people. You know, I love it when people come back to our company because Lori shared with me, it was the community. You don't have people, most companies don't have a call like this where you learn from other team members. You normally are only learning from your own group because many people in other companies are so guarded with their success because they want everyone to join their team. Our team has this. Am I right, Lori?
Yeah,
Our
definitely.
team has this. And Lori said she came back because she loved the community. So again, I appreciate you, Lori. And I want to thank each and every one of you that's on the Zoom this evening because you make this community possible. It's because of your love, your care, and your support is why we have the community that we have. And before I end the Zoom, this is so apropos. Lori is not a salesperson. Lori is basically a consultant. Because a salesman has products. A consultant has solutions. Think about it. She's a consultant. She's connecting with her customers and she's providing possible solutions for them. We're not in a sales business. We're in a solutions business. It's our job to find out what our prospects and customers want, and then show them how our products or our business can solve their problems. People don't buy what they need. Think about that. People don't buy what they need. People buy a drill because they want a hole, not because they want a drill, right? So people don't buy what they need, okay? And so I want to congratulate each and every one of you for being here this evening because my mentor shared with me years ago, Brian, the first step to success is just showing up. But I want to leave everyone with this message before we end the Zoom this evening. Your success is not based upon your upline. Your success is not based upon which team you're on. Your success is based upon your daily method of operation and how committed you are to impacting people's lives with these products and with this opportunity. Because if you're coming here every Monday evening, you have all the tools that you need in your hands. They say the fortune is not in the information, the fortune is in the application of the information. So I want to challenge all of you this week for the information that you're receiving and the training on these Zooms from incredible leaders like Lori. Take some of this information and apply it in your businesses. And I look forward to celebrating you on one of our Mindset Mondays. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Lori, again for joining us this evening. I'd like to wish everyone a blessed and wonderful week. Good night, everyone.